All right, good morning. This is our Tuesday morning crew. We are going to get started. We are going to start today lying on our back. We have arrived. We're here together. So often in life, I'm feeling these days like I'm just like in between getting from one place to the next. I'm always commuting. But wherever I am is exactly where I need to be, and it can be the place. Start today lying on your back with the soles of your feet together. So really splay those knees wide open. And then roll your hips under a little bit so your low back is kind of touching the ground. And then place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And just do a little inventory. Maybe close your eyes to really feel your body. Notice the sensations all the way from your toes up through your head. So we'll notice how our feet are touching each other. And the sides of our feet are laying onto the mat. Traveling up your legs, let your knees really splay open. Maybe do a little kind of movement there, a little butterfly, just to make sure that they're all the way relaxed. And then traveling all the way up your legs into your hips, noticing how your hips are already just starting to widen. The insides of your legs are starting to feel just a little bit of a opening. Coming up into that midsection, again, tip that tail under. So really push the low back into the mat and then sort of just release and relax. Unclench the butt. The hand on your belly rises as you inhale and fill it with air. Exhale. Elbows are on the ground, backs of the arms are touching. Shoulders, release them. Maybe they're clenched up a little bit. Wag your head back and forth like you're saying no. No to feeling on the go. And then a little bit of yes. Tuck your chin into your chest a little bit and then release it into a neutral position. Yes to arriving right here, right now. Wherever I am, as long as I'm with you, I'm home. I remember when Freddie proposed to me in Baltimore, Maryland. We were standing on a street corner waiting for a cab. That's where he proposed. And those were the words he said to me: no matter where I am, as long as I'm with you, I just feel at home. We can do this together, and we can do it alone by ourselves, but know that we're supported. 2 breaths, really full and long. Breathe in, pull the air all the way in, sip it, sip it, sip it, and hold it full. And then exhale through your nose, slowly, slowly, let it all go. And then hold it at the bottom empty. Draw it in and out one more time, slow. Hold it full. Exhale. Ready to take care of this body. It's the only one we're gonna get. Connect all the parts. Reach the hands up over the head. Stretch palms to the sky. Breathe in and exhale. Let the legs get long. Point the toes. Squeeze all the muscles in the legs. Squeeze the butt. Squeeze the torso. Breathe in. Exhale. Release everything into the mat. Inhale as you pull your right knee in. Let your forehead come up to that knee. Really pull it in. Really pull it in. And then exhale as you release that leg long. Again, stretch it. Tighten every muscle all the way from the fingertips and the hands, the forearms, the elbows, lock them. And then exhale. Inhale, reach, and then exhale, pull the left knee into the chest. Let the forehead come up and meet the knee. And then inhale, release, get long. One more time, right and left side. Exhale as you pull that knee in. Inhale as you get long. Inhale as you pull the knee in. Exhale as you get long. Right away from the beginning here, we're going to come up right into boat pose. Whatever boat pose means for you, so maybe you're grabbing the backs of your legs. Maybe your toes are just barely touched down to the ground. Or maybe you try to lift up what you can, but definitely lift your chest, lift your chin. Let your shoulders drop down and away from your ears. And really concave that belly. Zip it up. Feel all the pieces start to fire up. Everything's connected inside of us. Every cell is awakening. Breathe in as you reach that chest up to the sky a little bit more. And then exhale to low boat. So lower your legs down. Push the low back into the ground. Don't let the feet touch. Inhale back up to boat. Let yourself rest right there on the tailbone. Maybe your knees are pushed together. Maybe your toes are pointed really hard. What are we focusing on in this pose? Bring the chest up. Breathe in. And on the exhale, lower down, low boat. Push the low back into the ground. Shoulders off the ground. Legs off the ground. You got this. One more time. High boat. Concave that belly. Feeling the balancing, feeling the strength, feeling the fire start to burn up inside of us. This is being alive, and sometimes we need encouragement, sometimes we need each other. Breathe in, let the chest reach to the sky, chin up, exhale, low boat, and then lower all the way down. Pull both knees up into the chest. Rock and roll side to side. And then rock and roll front to back. Slowly making your way all the way over to high plank. Go all the way up and through across the ankles, step back. High plank here. And then all the way down to your elbows. We're going to fire up this midsection because it's going to work for us this whole flow today. We're going to come over onto our right side. So you're on your right elbow. And on your right foot, maybe you can drop to that right knee if you need to. Left hand extends to the sky. Gaze up to the top hand. Keep that balance. Inhale as you reach that hand a little higher. Pull those hips up off the ground a little bit further. Exhale, come back to forearms. Push up to high plank. Feeling your body stiff as a board, light as a feather. Push the fingers into the mat. You have arrived. Here we are. Drop down to the elbows again. Feeling your knees a little bit soft, making sure you're still straight as a board, and then over to the left side. If you need to drop down to that left knee, feel free. Right hand extends to the sky. Gaze follows. Feeling a long line of energy all the way from that elbow that's grounded all the way up through the middle fingertip. Come back to forearm. If you need to drop to your knees for a breath, you do you. Over to the right side one more time. And this time, see what you can lift up. Maybe you're just going to lift up your knee. Maybe your whole left leg can lift up off. There you go. Bring that leg down and then come back to forearm. Left side, we're going to equal it out. Breath is strong. Breathe in and breathe out. Set yourself up and then over to the left side. Breathe in, reach up. Bring up that right leg, maybe just a knee. Maybe you can extend the whole leg long. Keep your gaze up to the top hand. Back to forearm. And then drop to the knees, push it back into child's pose. You have arrived. You are here. Sun A salutation is going to feel like a breeze now, because our middle is engaged. Our core is going to be strong for us. Walk your left hand all the way over. Place it on top of that right hand and really pull that left hip back. Let your head drop down between your arms. Feel your side body stretch. And when you're ready, walk it all the way over to the other side. All the way over to the left side, right hand on top of left. Pull that right hip back. Let your head drop between the hands. Feeling your breath fill up that inside, and then exhale as your hips drop back a little bit further. They say life is what's happening when you're making plans to do something else. This is really it. We're really doing it. Come back to center. And then come up to all fours. Pull the knees off the ground just an inch or two. Again, zipping up the belly all the way from the pelvis. Really pulling it up. And then pushing the floor away from you so the top of your back really pushes toward the sky. Tuck the chin under, round the back, and then exhale as your knees are floating. Arch the back, chin comes up. A little hovering cat-cow here. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in as you arch and your chin lifts. Exhale as you round the spine, tuck the tail. Drop to the knees. And then extend that right hand out to the sky. Left leg goes back. Find yourself in a really neutral back. Like someone's gonna set a martini right between your shoulder blades. Do not spill it, especially if those olives are stuffed with blue cheese. Inhale as you reach, and then exhale, squeeze knee to knee to elbow. Inhale, reach, get long, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach, exhale, squeeze. Come back to center. Wag the tail a little bit. Let the head rock from side to side. The martini's off. Don't worry about it. Somebody's drinking it. Let the head really just sway to the left, sway to the right. Let the hips drop right to left. And then here again, reach the left hand out. Right leg comes back. And find your back at a very neutral position, very straight, equal pressure on both hand and knee that are touching the earth. Inhale, reach the heel and the hand, and then exhale, squeeze knee to nose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Perfect. Come to all fours. Let yourself wag back and forth, side to side, maybe a little bit of arching. Cat-cow again, whatever feels good. And when you're ready, just meet me in downward facing dog. The toes under, hips come to the sky. Really let the head hang heavy like a bowling ball. Walk the dog. So let the heels reach toward the back mat. Pushing those fingertips into the mat. And then come to a still position. In downward facing dog. Only thing moving is your breath. Feel the different parts of your body fire up as you inhale, things expand. Exhale. Come to tippy toes, bend those knees, peek up, float up to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to knees, long back, all the way from the tail. And then ragdoll. Grab opposite elbows. Let your knees be soft. Let your head really hang like a heavy bowling ball. Let your arms sway in a figure eight. That symbol that means forever. And then see if you can reverse your figure eight. A little mind-body connection there. I'm feeling some pulls in my back of my legs. Rock back and forth on your feet, wiggle the toes. And then drop the hands to the mat. Again, one still breath here. Only thing moving is your breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Place that left hand on the ground. Bend the left knee, swim open the right hand. Shine that heart, really open that right shoulder up, gaze up to the top hand. Exhale down. Right hand on the ground, bend that right knee. Inhale, swim open. Gaze up, open that left shoulder, really let it pull back. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up, extended mountain. Being big here, taking up all the space. Feel your feet firmly planted onto the ground. Tuck the tail under. And then grab that left wrist, side bend. Peek into that right armpit. Really pull that wrist to the sky. Inhale, reach and release. Gaze up between the thumbs, shoulders away from the ears. And grab the right wrist, side bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive forward. Halfway lift as you create that space. And then plant those hands, step or float it back, high plank to low. Setting up again for one round of sun A salutation. This is your home. You guys know this. This is the flow that's 1,000 years old. Lower down, inhale up dog. When you're ready, exhale, downward facing dog. 2 long breaths here in down dog. Maybe the first breath has some movement, some swaying. And then that second one, get really still. Only thing moving is your breath. Get ready now, one breath, one movement. Breathe in as you tippy toe up. Bend the knees, exhale, float it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold into ragdoll. Let every bit of air out and then plant that left hand. Breathe in, reach up, twist, open. Right hand to the sky. Exhale down. Right hand down, left hand lifts. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up, extended mountain. Being big, reaching up, gazing, shining that heart out. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop the hands to the mat. Halfway lift, hands to knees, and then plant the hands, float it back. High plank, lower down as your elbows are squeezed into your side, hovering there for just a moment before you inhale, shining the heart. Up dip, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We have arrived. We're right here at this very moment. Inhale, come to tippy toes, bend the knees, and then float it up to chair. Inhale to chair. Squeeze the knees together, tuck the tail under so that belly is in a C curve again, and sink it down. Swing the hands back, come to tippy toes. Inhale back to chair. And then just stand all the way up, fold forward. Plant the hands on the mat and just step it back into a runner's lunge. So your right foot is outside of your hands. Left leg is long. Long line of energy here from the heel all the way up the back of the leg. Flex that quad all the way up through the crown of the head. And then keeping that left hand planted on the ground, step the right foot back and back up to side plank. This time reach the right hand over the head. Let that right leg lift up and then exhale, squeeze knee to elbow. Inhale, reach it. Maybe you can come down to that left knee if you need to. And then again, squeeze right elbow to right knee. Inhale, reach. Right knee to right elbow. Inhale, reach. Come back, push it up to downward facing dog. And when you're ready, jump up to chair position again. Come to tippy toes, bend those knees, step or float it up. Chair. Squeezing the knees together, big toes together, tuck the tail. Gaze up between those hands. Feeling how every piece of this body is connected. All of it is just buzzing and titillating. Swing the hands back, palms reach to the sky, thumbs push together behind you. Squeezing the shoulder blades, look down at the floor in front of you. Come all the way up to the tippy toes, really stacking those feet. Inhale, back to chair. Sink it down just a little bit further, really engaging all the parts, and then release it. Inhale, stand up. Gaze up between the hands, exhale, fold forward. Hands come to the mat, runner's lunge left side, so the right foot extends back. Left foot is outside of the hands. Feeling this position, not worrying about where we're going next, really being right here. Noticing where your mind is going. Being so proud of yourself for knowing that this is your body. No one's going to take care of it but you. And good on you for having us as accountability for each other. Come over onto that right side. So right hand, right foot is touching the ground, side plank here. You can come down to the elbow or the knee, whatever works. And when you feel the stability, reach the left hand up over, extend the left hand, and then exhale, squeeze knee to elbow. Don't be afraid to do exactly what you need in this pose. Breathe in, reach. Feel all the parts, be super proud of every piece of this movement. Squeeze, and then reach, and squeeze and reach again. Come back to high plank. Really stabilizing, maybe the martini's up on that back again, squeezing the butt, and then push it up to downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here and down dog. And all of a sudden what I'm wondering is, why is a martini glass shaped like that? Like, is it purposely so when you're drinking one, you stay still and steady, careful, present? Let's get deep on martini glasses for a minute. Whenever you're ready, we're gonna go right back through, right and left side. You do whatever serves you. If you are not into this flow, this is your life. You can do whatever you want, but we're gonna go chair, right side, left side one more time. So breathe in, come to tippy toes, bend the knees, float it up to chair. Breathe in as you raise the hands up, sink down. Exhale, swing the hands back. Palms to the sky, long neck, gaze out at the floor in front of you. Inhale, back to chair. Really challenge yourself in this chair, maybe peek over the knees, make sure those toes are wiggling. And then inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the mat, runner's lunge, right foot to the outside of the hand, left leg is all the way back. Here we are on the starting line for the Olympic trials. And then left side plank. So the left hand is down, left leg or knee is down, and inhale, reach the hand up over the head. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose, however many times you want. There you are. When you feel complete, back to high plank. Settling into that position, being there, right now, before pushing it up to downward facing dog again. Really taking what you need in this down dog for 3 breaths, maybe wagging the tail, shaking the head, bending the knees and then straightening them up. And then inhale, come to tippy toes, back to chair. There you go, sink it down. Knees are squeezed together, toes are light. Swing the hands back up onto those toes. The highest heels you can. Inhale, back to chair. Squat it down just another inch or two, really challenging all the muscles, all the tendons to work together. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Place those hands on the mat. Runner's lunge, left side. Left foot is outside of the hands. Really feeling yourself about to take off. Runner's lunge. Rock over into that right side plank. We're all together in this. Reach the left hand up over the head. Left leg extends and then squeeze knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. If you're on your knee, perfect. Exhale, squeeze. However many times you'd like. And then come back to high plank. Drop to the knees and then push it back to child's pose. Let your forehead drop to the mat. Close the eyes. Feeling all the parts of you right now. When you realize that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, you've arrived. Finding more value in this present moment and being more present for the ones you love. Laura, I can imagine you at Disney World. It's always like, well, what are we going to do after this? What are we going to do after this? Well, let's be right here, right now, even if it's in line. Push yourself up to downward facing dog again. Lift that right leg to the sky, point the toe, just creating all that space. Rotate the ankle around and then rotate it around in the other direction. And then step that right foot forward. Warrior one. Breathe in, reach both hands up high to the sky. Exhale into warrior two. Drop the arms out to a T. And then this is where you're going to put the towel in the left hand. We're going to go for flamingo here, guys. So the right hand is going to come down in front of that right foot. And then you're going to reach through your legs. Let your left hand fall behind your back. You can either grab your hand, or if you can't quite grab your hand, maybe grab the towel. So you're holding on to either end of that towel, or maybe you can move your hands even closer together on that towel. And then in this bind, maybe you're looking down at the ground, maybe your shoulders are squared toward the ground. I want you to pull that left shoulder up. So really let that heart shine up. Your chin turns toward that left shoulder, gaze up. Ooh, we're in it. All right, now you're gonna slowly step the left foot up toward the right. So you're squatting. And then you're gonna stand on the left foot and slowly see if you can pull that right foot off the ground while holding that bind. Maybe just an inch, maybe all the way, or maybe you are an ice skater. And then slowly plant that foot on the ground, step it back, let the towel release, go all the way through vinyasa, high plank to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Do the same thing on the left side. So the towel's in your right hand. Step it forward. Left foot warrior one. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale into warrior two. Really sink it down. And then your left hand drops in front of that left foot on the front of your body. It reaches through your legs and reach for that towel or the hand. Really pull that right shoulder up. Perfect. Now start to step the right foot slowly, steps up till it's square with the left foot. And then we're gonna put all the weight into that right foot. And like a beautiful pink flamingo, lift up that left foot. Maybe you extend that left leg straight. Beautiful. Really pull that chest up. Any part of that is beautiful. Slowly release it down. So laying all the way on your back, on your stomach. Lying here on your stomach for just a moment. Your chest is on the ground. Your heart is beating. You're alive. And you are not taking it for granted. No siree, Bob. You're not couch potatoing this morning. A little quote from T.S. Eliot. We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time. That's cool. When each time is new. Push up into child's pose. And then setting up for frog. So if you want to turn to the long side of your mat, you can. So really letting your knees splay open. Flexing those feet so the insides of your feet are touching the earth. And then we're gonna drop to the elbows, or maybe your chest comes all the way to the ground. Really opening up what's here in the hips. This is a restorative pose. So you've got to stay in it until you can tell all those parts on the lower half of your body to release. Breathe in and let them melt a little bit further. Feeling all of that fascia pulling away from your muscles, releasing from the bone, wakening things up. We don't want it all to harden and calcify. We want to keep it active and alive. we need to be able to dance, right? Lauren is coming with us this year to Wheatland, which is our favorite music festival. Oh my gosh, happy Wheatland, Lauren. I have a Laura and a Lauren. And I'm thinking about Wheatland and this quote that we just read, because I've been going to Wheatland since I was 11. But literally every year is like it's the first time again, because it's so new. It's so a new experience with new people, new music, new circles. Right back in the same place, but feeling like it's the first time. Really feeling this release. Every time I do this pose, I think I should do it more often. I'm going to slowly release out of this pose. Come all the way around to sitting on your butt with your legs long. And then crossing your right ankle over your left. Inhale, reach your arms up, and then let the top of your body fold toward those legs. Grab what you can down at the lower end. Maybe it's your calves. Maybe you can grab towards your ankles. Maybe around your feet. Breathe in as you feel your body fill up with that air, and then exhale, melt. Whenever you're ready, release out of that side. Bring your hands towards your hips. Place those feet on the ground. And then inhale, reverse table. So push the hips up to the sky. Let the head drop back. Really squeeze that butt. Push those hips a little higher to the sky. And then exhale, drop it down to seated again. Legs long. Cross left ankle over right. Inhale as you let your chest rise up to the sky, and then exhale, fold over long legs. Your breath is long and strong. Your breath is home. Your breath is your teacher. Your breath telling you where to go. And then release out of that again. Bring your hands right to your hips. And then again, place those feet flat on the ground. Inhale, reach up, reverse table. Let the head drop back. Inhale, exhale, sit the butt down, lay down all the way on the mat, and let the feet up toward the sky. This is called legs up a wall. This is what else we did for my dad when we were there. We made him turn around on his bed and put his feet up against the wall. And the nurses came in and we had him upside down. And they were like, "What are you guys doing?" But they liked it. They were into it. Point the toes, flex the toes. They say this is one of the most restorative poses. It's very simple, but actually if your legs are even leaning against a wall, it's great. Feet up over your heart. And if your legs are on the wall, you can also spread your legs open wide and just let them fall open. Bend your knees and plant your feet on the ground here. Knees are up, and then just let your knees sway back and forth like windshield wipers. Softly, slowly, all the way to one side and then all the way to the other. Keeping your head right on the ground. Let the left leg lay long and pull the right knee into the chest. Maybe you tip the lower leg, grabbing that left foot and just kind of really pulling that knee up into that right armpit. And then switch legs. Right leg goes long. Pull that left knee up into the chest. And then grab onto that right foot and really pull that left knee into the left armpit. Bring both knees up into the chest. And then open your feet, happy baby. Grab the outsides of the feet. Both knees pull into the armpits. Back side to side. Like a teddy bear. Any last stretches that you need here before you lay down? Preparing for Shavasana. It seems like it should be the simplest pose, but it's often challenging. To be very still. Lay down into Shavasana. Let the palms face the sky, backs of the hands to the earth. Taking an inventory again, all the way from your toes. Your feet, just let them relax however they fall. The backs of your calves are touching the earth. Those quads and hammies did some work today. They're feeling maybe a little buzz. Your hip section and pelvic is stretched out. Core is strong. All the way from the back muscles, around the sides, obliques, all the way to that front six pack that you got. Up through the chest. Let your breath just pull in. And notice as you exhale that you're relaxed. That you're home right here with your body. Let yourself be still and quiet here for just a couple minutes. Shavasana. Take rest. Stay still. We're still here together. I promise I'll tell you when to come out. Notice the thoughts that are swirling. See if you could just brush them aside like they're a light cloud. Another thought comes in. Maybe you just let it go by. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Head side to side. Pull your knees up, place your feet on the ground, and then make your way over to your favorite side in fetal position. Feeling ready to wake up for this day, fresh as a baby. Make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Let it go out your mouth. The love and light in me honors the love and light in you. I see you. Namaste.
Namaste. Come here. You have a thing.
Namaste. Namaste.
Ooh.
Namaste. How are you guys?
Yeah, you're so right about the journey destination thing. I feel like when I get my kids ready in the morning, I'm like, go, go, go. You know, at a certain point I had the awakening. I'm like, oh, this is like the thing. Like, this is the parenting. Like, this is the, it's not the moments when we're like coloring or what, it's all of it. So
All of it, the getting ready.
it's the getting ready. Yeah, the getting ready in the morning. And then we got to go here and put your shoes on. We're like, that's actually the thing. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I never actually thought of it that there's like something new in there for me, because when you say getting ready, I always think of how excited we are as girls, or like my girls, if we're like getting ready for a wedding. Like the getting ready is like more fun than the wedding.
Part of the, yeah, that ritual of the,
yeah. Like you all get together and the curling irons are on and we're all like getting ready.
Yeah. For me, that's the worst part for me.
Lauren, if I were with you, it would be the best part. Okay.
Yeah, because you would be doing everything for me.
I'd be doing your hair. Yeah.
My hair, my makeup, all of it.
But it's like, yeah, when you come to it, I'm like, oh, we got to get out the door, blah, blah. It's really stressful. But then you're like, these are the moments, like this is the thing of where you can find the joy and the enjoy, like, yeah. But you're right, because about Disneyland, I was thinking the first time Bruno came to Disneyland, he was like, where's the diaper bag? Who needs a change? Who has to go? And I was like, no. Like, we're not traveling. Like, we're there. We're at the, you know what I mean? This is the destination. And it was like so hard for him to turn off like logistic mode.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're right. And we bring like for the waiting in line, we bring toys, the whole thing. It's like, you just gotta.
Like, to distract.
Yeah, you lean into everything. We're here. So like,
oh my gosh, I just remembered that. Yeah, when we get in vacation mode, me and Freddie, usually like just going up north even, or driving to Chicago. Yeah, he will not get into a good mood until we're at the place. Mm-hmm. And there's probably been the last 10 times, and he repeats it back to me now, because I'll be like we'll get in the car and I'm like, this is when vacation starts, like right here in the car. Like right here. Here we are.
Transit, the travel. Yeah.
Because he's always like
train there.
You can't go pee. So I'm like, no, actually going pee at a rest stop is like part of the vacation, babe. Like, when else do I go pee at a rest stop?
Him and Sean.
Out of a vending machine.
Sean is the same way. He's like, just I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
we're not
head
there
down, blinders on, you know what I mean? Just get there. Well, but he like kept it even at Disneyland. I was like, oh, we're there.
We're
So
there.
like,
we're now actually at the
time
park.
to like stop worrying about just lean in. Yep, we're gonna go potty, and that one's gonna go get a drink, and that one's crying because she's too tired. And like, happiest place on earth.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
all bring our own stuff, I guess. Yeah.
That is cool.
So yeah, journey versus destination. It's so interesting.
Yeah, did you hear Laura, the part that Lauren's going to a
Yeah.
music festival with us? She got
When
tickets
is
yesterday.
it?
It's the weekend after Labor Day, so it's in September.
Mhm.
But I've been going since I was 11. And speaking of which, waiting in line to get into the gate is like a caravan of cars, and we all meet usually like at a Starbucks around here, and we caravan up, and like it is part of it.
Yeah.
It's like part of the fun
event.
where
Yeah.
I go there a day early and I miss that part, and everyone's like, you're missing like the getting in. And some part of you is like, yeah, cool, because I'm going in early. But then
I get to avoid it, but yeah.
my sister Emily's like, I like getting in line more than I like the thing sometimes. It's so funny.
Yeah, but it's all the mental, like our mind. I mean, always the struggles in the mind, but it's always a mindset of like, actually, what is the thing? Like anything can be fun. Well, maybe not anything, but almost anything can be fun if you come at it like, ooh, this is a treat. This is a break from my routine. This is
Right.
out of the ordinary.
And you're already here.
Yeah, and you're already here. Put some music on, tell some jokes.
Okay, Paul.
Yeah.
What do you have to say? Oh my gosh.
Life is good. Life is good.
Okay. We're also planning some in-person yoga for when Lauren's in town. Laura, if you ever come to town, we'll plan in person.
It's on my list. I'm gonna summer in Michigan someday.
Summer in Michigan. Yeah, don't come during the winter.
No,
We're in a very bad mood.
My maid of honor, like I can't even remember. Like, is from Michigan. She's always raved about Michigan summers. So
Where is she from? You're like, I don't know. Okay, let us know when you ask.
I'm gonna look at. Yeah, it's like it goes in, and then since I don't know it, it just
Yeah,
I've never been. So we're gonna do it one year.
Yeah, one of my best friends lives in California, and again, couldn't tell you where. And they're like, she like really your best friend? I'm like, yeah, but like I don't just.
It was like, she
I've
lived
never
in,
been there.
I've only ever known her. We met at college, and then she lived in LA, and then she lived in California. Now she's moving to Tel Aviv, and we meet up in Paris and Lit, and we just like,
Yeah.
her origin place is just, it's like a fantasy thing in my head because I've never been there. So
He's busy. Does he have red hair?
he does, yeah.
Yeah.
Our oldest daughter, Claire, has red hair, and so does Paul. My mom too.
Mm. Yeah, Lauren, all the girls were over on Saturday night for Freddie's birthday. They're all like, we need to do yoga in person soon. Like, what are we doing? I was like, oh yeah, we will when Lauren comes in town. They're like, we're here. I'm like, yeah, I know, but we're waiting.
The
for
Lauren
her.
special, yeah.
Oh, and that sweater is perfect for Wheatland too.
My Big Lebowski
Yes,
sweater.
the Big Lebowski.
Yeah, I didn't do my best today, Sarah, but I tried. So you know.
Yeah.
When you go back and look. Well, I have like road rash on my hands and my knees.
Oh my gosh.
So it was a little, I was like, ooh, that doesn't.
Paul?
It's painful in a different way.
I was like, ooh, that hurts. But no, I pushed through. And I have a sunburn on my back because I'm stupid. But
Did you fall
whatever.
asleep?
No, we went out on Sunday morning. Went out on the lake. Sean kayaked and was fishing, and I was paddleboarding, and I put sunscreen on my legs. I just didn't put them up.
Yeah, you're like, forgot about that part.
Yeah, forgot about this part. So a little summer on my back, a little road
Well,
rash.
It was definitely a challenging flow. So whatever you kept up with, I think was a good move. And I thought about you a couple times because you were like, do you plan your flows? Like, and today's wasn't planned, but I felt like I needed every part of it. So
You did. I did.
Oh,
I
that
did
was
my best
awesome.
class, and you go back.
And the flamingo thing is new. I've never done that before. That was super
Oh, you
cool.
haven't been a part of the flamingo?
Yeah.
I've never flamingoed.
All right.
So-
Well, you'll never forget your first flamingo.
Flamingo.
You're gonna have to work toward no towel, right? So your hands are
Yeah,
just
I did it. Yeah, no towel.
So,
It
all
was
right.
exciting.
Well, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, love you.
Namaste.
Bye.